Orlando. Can you take us through the process and how you ended up deciding to come back?
It's a great question. It took, obviously there was a lot of, how would I say, a lot of decisions that had to be made between myself and my family, and a lot of praying, a lot of weighing through things, and a few days of some uneasiness, and getting a chance to talk to Brad during those times was really important and key in terms of being able to decide what the next step was going to be for me and my family. And we're really excited to be coming back and seeing all of you and checking out this beautiful facility. And I joked because I got in yesterday. It's the first time that I got a chance to see everything, and was sitting with Joey and Fletch and thinking, man, you remember all the hours we talked about what we would like in this building and this and this and that. Now to see it live and in effect, it's impressive. It's impressive.
What drew you back here?
The chance to work with Brad again, a chance to work with Tim Anderson, Jeff Alexander, and Joey Biggs, and the young gunners, and Zach, and Tyler, and all those guys. The things that we were able to do here the first time around was special, and we got the thing going. Obviously, my family and I continue to watch and support throughout the years that we weren't here, and I just think we have a really good, deep friendship between everybody here on the staff. So it made sense.
What stands out to you the most about where the program's gone from since you left?
It's not surprising what's been happening. Because it had started to head that way, and Brad's a phenomenal coach, unbelievable motivator, great recruiter, and now you add the support of the fan base, the excitement that's in the state, and even now across the country. It was no surprise that it was going to continue to go that way.
I mean, when we did this 7 years ago with you, we were talking about what Illinois basketball could be. It was like to come back to have maybe a cell like this is what Illinois basketball is.
Yeah, it is. I just want to make sure I don't screw it up. My job is to come in and try to be supportive of the work that the guys have done here. Like I said, Coach has done a great job of putting together an incredible staff, guys that work, guys that have incredible relationships. They develop players. They got deep relationship with the kids and their people, throughout the country. And I just kind of want to come in and be supportive of that.
Why was that relationship with Brad able to kind of stand the test of time, and what made it so strong that you want you to come back?
Brad and I have had a strong relationship for many years, even prior to when I was coaching at South Florida. I would run into him on the road and try to pick his brain on different defenses, different offensive philosophies. Obviously, he coached one of my college teammates in Willie Cauley, and then we were battling it out for his son on the recruiting trails when he was at South Carolina and I was at Kentucky. So we've had our friendship and our relationship goes deep. And then, my wife and his wife and his girls and just the families are really stay connected throughout the years, and it's a genuine friendship.
Recruiting has changed a lot since the last time you were here. How has those changes with the transfer portal and NIL impacted how you approach
You mean the
recruiting?
portal combating?
Yes.
Yeah. It's just it's part of the landscape now that you have to adjust. The beauty of it is, like I said, one of the benefits that the coach has is that him being a junior college coach, he had to do that an awful lot, where you have to try to replenish and replace it almost an entire roster every year. And it's the landscape of basketball now. So, it's a lot of juggling. It's a lot of trying to put the pieces together. It's a lot of conversation. It's a lot of going back and forth and trying to make sure that the pieces are fit and that the kids they can come in and continue the culture that's already been established here.
I know Brad had talked about, obviously, he wants to elevate this to a national championship, and that vision aligns with you. So why can this place win a national championship?
Because of all the things I mentioned prior to. You got unbelievable coach. You got unbelievable fan base. You're able to recruit the top players in the country. And you know, when you get to a neutral site, that's where the impact of the fan bases really happens. And you know, that's when you get into the tournament and you are able to get a little bit of an advantage with that, to be able to try to advance it to get to the last weekend of the tournament.
You're going to get a chance to work with a couple of young bigs. Like, what do you kind of know now about Kerry Booth and Rez Johnson coming in?
Guys that are extremely talented, have a lot of ability. I'm excited to try to deposit the things I can in them. Not that they need a lot, but looking forward to spending some time with them, getting to know them getting to know me, and encouraging them, putting my arms around them, and pushing them.
What did Brad task you with Portal Combat? What did he say you need to go do now?
Like always, we got to go get players. You got to go get players. So we're constantly working on that and scouring the universe. Let me just say that.
I mean, recruiting, is it still relationships even in this era? Like, how much does that still matter, you know, compared to prep recruiting?
It does matter. It matters a lot. I mean, the relationships is what gets you in the door. Then it's about what you can sell in terms of your program, your vision, and all those things. And there's a lot to sell here, a lot.
Brad mentioned international a couple of times. I know you've been overseas a time or two looking for players. Is that possibly expanding the footprint here for Illinois in that way this year?
I think Illinois is a global brand, and I don't see why not. I don't think we will limit where the Illinois brand can go, and so we'll continue to try to expand that.
Does the pool of players, both in the high school ranks and the portal, does that follow you from school to school, or do you have to start over when you go to a new school?
No, I mean, some will and some won't. It depends on relationship. It depends on opportunity. It depends on need. And so, you know, every situation determines what those things can be. And, you know, we will look to see what pieces can fit, and then we'll try to recruit those kids that meet the needs.
Were you surprised when Brad reached out, or did you kind of have a sense that your phone might be ringing from him?
No, I mean, I wasn't surprised, because we have maintained throughout the years, you know, conversations, and you know, I joke with him about, you know, taking his shirt off with the gun. I said, next time, make sure you spray paint boxes. And so, but yeah, I mean, it just, you know, that instance just showed how much fun that team was having, how exciting it was. But yeah, we've stayed in communication throughout the years, and just shooting the breeze and sharing philosophies and just chit-chatting.
I mean, Coach Shaw, Coach Calipari, what was it like just parting ways with him? I know with his new opportunity there.
You know, Cal is one of the greatest to ever do it, and for me to be able to have 9 years to have worked with him, learn from him, he's someone that I still consider a mentor. You know, who I talked to last night. So, you know, this business is all about relationships, and I think when you go about things the right way, those relationships withstand any kind of challenges, any kind of changes, and those kind of things.
Thanks, Coach.